So what started out as a routine medical call turned very scary for paramedics in Akron when one of them was attacked, punched in the face by a relative of a patient.
And now a woman's been indicted for that assault. Summit County reporter Bob Jones spoke with police and the head of the local fire union. Bob shows us how this all went down.
It's certainly shocking. We don't expect to be assaulted when we're out there trying to render aid to people.
But Kevin Guskowski, president of Akron Firefighters Association Local 330, says that's exactly what happened to an Akron paramedic just after midnight, March 28th.
You know what he wants you to say on his behalf?
I think he wants to say that he just doesn't want to be assaulted again.
Police responded to a senior high-rise building on Byers Avenue where paramedics were restraining the suspect. Minutes earlier, the two paramedics showed up on a medical call for a man, but determined it was a Code 1, meaning the patient did not require an ambulance transport. Code 1s, which Guskowski says make up 25% of Akron's fire calls, include things like minor illness, normal vitals, or no medical necessity.
There are times where we evaluate people and it's just not a medical emergency to tie up an ambulance and two paramedics to transport you to a hospital.
Investigators say family members showed up and became angry inside the apartment that the patient wasn't being taken to a hospital and followed the paramedics outside. Guskowski says that's when one of the paramedics was punched in the face while he was sitting in an ambulance.
One of the family members began recording on a cell phone, then came over, opened the driver's side door, struck our paramedic with a closed fist in the eye. He ended up with some bruising and a swollen eye.
The suspect, identified as Kevin Evans, has been indicted on 2 felony charges, assault and aggravated possession of drugs. Lieutenant Michael Murphy called it a hostile situation that first responders shouldn't have to deal with.
It's part of the job and some of the risks that we take on as police officers, but for a paramedic to be assaulted, I think is something that's completely different.
In addition to the concerning nature of the crime, police say the incident also tied up resources. The paramedics initially were not able to go to other calls, and several police officers responded to investigate.
It really just puts the city of Akron at a supreme disadvantage and all the people and the citizens that we serve at a disadvantage.
Guskowski says he's grateful the paramedic wasn't more seriously injured and that criminal charges were filed.
And hopefully this sends a message to the general public that you just cannot assault safety forces.
In Akron, I'm your Summit County reporter, Bob Jones.
And there's more in a statement today. Akron's fire chief Leon Henderson said, quote, "Let there be no misunderstanding. Assaulting a firefighter or paramedic is unacceptable, against the law, and it will not be tolerated." You can see that whole statement on our website, news5cleveland.com.